We just had a United States president stamp of approval on XRP, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin.
Solana. If he doesn't drop the XRP case, the American taxpayer is going to get screwed on this.
Well, that's one thing. And listen, if I'm Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse, I've got the leverage now, I would say, in any negotiations in this.
With Mr. Atkins, the incoming SEC chair.
You would think so. It's going to be very hardcore press to say, listen, we want you to pay $125 million. Here's a thought. How about Ripple pays that $125 million fine that Judge Torres issued and start the crypto reserve in XRP?
John.
Are you kidding me? How do we find ourselves here? We're just relaxing, enjoying our Sunday, and like manna from the heavens, you get this announcement from the president about the crypto strategic reserve. We're going to go over that. This industry has lost their minds on that issue, but it was just an awful day for cryptocurrencies. We gave everything back. Scary out there just within traditional finance. We're back to the infinity tariff wars. In my opinion, that's going to subside. But I have to stop trying to play Nostradamus. I don't know when this crypto market will eventually take off, but it will. The time will come when it just goes ballistic, and I think we're in perfect position here. You got to like where regulations are in this country, where we're headed there. You got to like the setup for XRP specifically. I mean, we are going crazy here. XRP is at $2.30, a price we didn't even sniff at the height of the last bull run. And here we are, Ethereum down in the dumps around $2,000, just bloody red everywhere. And XRP's at $2.30. Just a great setup for this run when it finally takes off, and it's going to happen. Best believe that. Now, you heard John Deaton open this up. Ripple really has the power here, and they got a lot of it. I mean, I don't think the SEC even wants to contend this. They would probably want to get rid of it. Likely want to take those injunctions off and give Ripple all or some of their money back. It's just, what is the path forward for that to happen? But even if they did, if for some stupid reason the SEC wanted to give us any pushback here, it's almost impossible. And that's what's so important about that announcement. I don't care if they even start a crypto reserve or the U.S. puts any coins or what coins they put in there. What matters is when that thing was announced, when the president of the United States announced a crypto reserve, the lead coin, the first coin that was mentioned was XRP, not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not Solana. It was XRP. That's just a powerful statement for you to understand where we are right now. It's just amazing. Huge turn of events. And that's really what matters. Not so much if they even do this crypto reserve. Looking at the market here, Bitcoin sitting at 83,600. The Bitcoin maxis should have been happy with that crypto reserve. They should have been happy at its formation because it's good for the whole industry. Ethereum sitting at $2,079, down 14% on the 24-hour. XRP giving back its gains, $2.30. Solana down 20%. Cardano down 25%, under $1. When you look at these prices, look, again, I can't tell you when things are going to turn, but these look like buying prices to me. That's the way I'm treating this. Bought some more crypto today, more aggressively than I have, because again, we know that we are closer to the end of this journey than we are the beginning. And these, for as deep into this thing as we are, these are some serious, serious deals in my opinion here. You're going to be wishing you would have taken advantage of that. Now, we see industry leaders criticize Trump for including XRP and ADA in the U.S. crypto reserve. This is the thing. This reserve would have been announced, and they would have said Ethereum and Solana, and they could have chucked in some meme coins. No one would have cared. They said, oh, this is great. This is the best thing we've ever heard of. The fact that they put XRP and ADA, those two tokens in this thing, everyone loses their mind. These are deranged individuals. These are people like Coinbase and Gemini. We'll look at some of what they have to say. They're arguing against their own success here. It is infuriating, this industry at times. It's absolutely wild here. And we see Mikkel saying this, if it's not only my coin, I don't want it at all. And that's what they're saying. We see this time and time again, people arguing this. And again, not just the Bitcoin maxi, but actual businesses here that should be excited. Digital asset investors saying the uncomfortable truth about a level playing field. When did a real free market become uncomfortable? People are uncomfortable with this idea. Oh my gosh, XRP, ADA, these tokens are in the reserve. Like, this is a commitment to this industry in the United States. It's absolutely, a bullish thing for this whole industry. People have lost their minds. We see my summary here. Donald Trump's proposal for the U.S. crypto reserve, including XRP, Cardano, and Solana, has drawn mixed reactions from industry leaders. Arthur Hayes argues it lacks congressional approval and funding, and that's true. They can't go out and buy these cryptos without congressional approval, but just mentioning them, that's what we should really be cheering. The fact that the president put this framework out there, it's just a stamp of approval for this whole space. People are so slow with this, and it is just showing we're going to move past this attack on the industry. Bloomberg Joe Wiesenthal claims XRP's price barely moved despite being given a presidential endorsement. Barely moved. I mean, it was up 30%. This is a large cap crypto, number 3 in the world. It ran 30%. What planet is this Joe Wiesenthal from? Weasel is right, man. This is wildness. This is what really matters, though, at the end of the day. Hester Peirce just named 15 members of the SEC Crypto Task Force. Focusing on what really matters here, defining security versus non-security, creating realistic registration paths, because there will be some crypto projects that roll out that are securities that need to register, and that's important, and we need to have a path for success for them. It's okay if you're a security, you just register and do your disclosures, and that's fine. Lastly, ending the Gary Gensler era aggressive enforcement. This is not what we're looking for. We're not trying to play mom and dad out here. We just want to give proper guidance to the space. Now, the problem is, as John Deaton said, we got to focus on the important issues, because what will happen is you'll go back to an anti-crypto regime, and then they'll just get rid of all these SEC people, and it'll be back to attacking crypto. We got to strike while the iron is hot, and we got to get those really important things across the finish line. And again, it's just going to be irritating to work with this space. It'll get done because it's so important. It's so foundational to the future. But, you can imagine you're trying to do something good here and you just get attacked by all these dimwits. You're like, if it wasn't important, you'd say, I'm done with this. I'm just going to walk away from it. These people in crypto, they're just lucky that this is such an important industry here. Gemini co-founder, only Bitcoin is suitable for a strategic reserve. Well, it depends on really what is your purpose here. If part of your purpose is to support American crypto companies, to support this industry, to hold the diverse amount of assets with different growth vectors, and no, obviously it would be fine to have different assets in here. And remember, I've said, they're not going to start by buying these cryptos. They're going to start with cryptos they hold currently. The government holds XRP. The government holds ADA. People are arguing with me on this issue. We'll hear from Charles here in a bit. But he says, yeah, of course, the government gets it from civil lawsuits where they seize various cryptos. Sometimes they arrest people, find their keys. There's all sorts of different ways. You don't have to crack into your wallet. The government has XRP today. We just want to make it their policy to, instead of selling it off for a couple bucks, let's toss it in the reserve and see what the future has. And the best assets will go up in a meteoric fashion here, and we get a free ride. Like, you have to be an idiot to argue against this here. Mayuka showing us the growth of the XRP ledger over the last few months. The trajectory has changed. We are seeing that shift in network adoption. You are seeing that reflect in the price of the XRP token compared to where we were just a little ways ago. You have to get people onboarded to this blockchain and using it in a significant way. Now is the time that you onboard that value. We're making progress. You see from this graph, big difference here. We got to keep it up though. Crypto Eddie saying Tether appoints new CFO to drive full audits, reinforcing transparency focus. Look, regulations, a regulated space that is integrated into traditional finance, it's going to make everybody better. Whether you like Tether or not, they are a juggernaut. But we want them to be compliant. We want to make sure they have the reserves they claim. This is good, literally, for everyone. Doesn't need to be just RLUSD. Doesn't need to just be Circle's USDC. There's a lot of players out here that are going to be forces, Tether likely one of them. And if they come into compliance and they do the proper audits and they have the proper focus here, it's going to be a game changer. Interesting post I saw here. Which USA chain has more upside potential, Cardano or Sui? You let me know in the comments down below. I'll tell you my pick. I believe the government may use the Cardano blockchain for something before this is all said and done. You have that close connection to Elon and Charles. It's a big deal. He's very close to this administration. But if I had to guess right now, I think SWE is going to have more upside. By the end of this bull run, it'll have more gains from a percentage basis. Let me know what you think, though. Which one of those two are going to do better? I bet they both do quite well. We see there's this ETH whale out there who's shorting Ethereum with 50x leverage and with precision. Now sitting on unrealized profit of $81 million, the whale has already started closing parts of the short position to lock in profits here. We've seen quite a bit of that where people mysteriously kind of know what's going to happen before it does. It's not surprising. Ethereum breaking. Ethereum hits $2,000 for the first time since November 2023. This is getting ugly out there. What a route for this asset. I think it's going to turn around at some point in time. I'm not going to try to guess when. Now, if you go over and you watch this video here, Charles says, yeah, government holds ADA. They have it. Of course they do. They have all your major cryptocurrencies. When they are all sorts of things, whether, again, it's civil lawsuits and people forfeit their holdings, or it's some sort of criminality and they're able to get into those wallets because maybe the person has their keys laying around. Like, they have significant amounts of all of these cryptocurrencies, and that could be used to start the reserve. We could talk down the road about buying these cryptos, whether you want to buy some Bitcoin, some XRP, whatever it may be. We don't have to worry about that right now. It's just about having a government policy that for the crypto we hold, we're not going to auction it off. We're not going to fire sell it for a couple nickels. We're going to throw it in there and see what the future has. It's literally a free ride. I don't understand what people are arguing about here. SEC drops Yuga Labs investigation after 3 years. The SEC has officially closed its probe into the crypto company. Of course, they are famous for their Bored Ape Yacht Club and NFT, stuff like this. And you just see the shift from the focus from this administration. They're not going to harass people. You want to sell monkey pics for millions of dollars? Go ahead. Have at it. We're going to go after real criminals, and we're going to try to get this space rocking and rolling again. We're going to get there too. Panos with a great breakdown here, saying the following about XRP. These are facts. XRP is decentralized. XRP is deflationary. XRP has a DEX, the first since 2012. XRP has token, stable coins, RWAs. Also the first blockchain with these features. XRP has NFTs. XRP is more secure than other networks because it doesn't have smart contracts. Of course, with any functionality comes a trade-off, the risk of it, right? Now, I also like looking at the flip side of things. Dark Horse is great at doing this. XRP is decentralized. Well, not in terms of ownership of the asset. Ripple has more than 20% of the supply. And so that's the thing. People toss around this decentralized thing. Are we talking about the way the network operates, which I think most people are? Yeah, that's decentralized. The ownership of the XRP token is highly centralized. There's risks there. Nothing is so simple as just being able to toss a word out there like that. XRP is deflationary. Well, kind of, but there's money coming out consistently out of that escrow that's not in circulating supply, and at least some of it keeps going on to the market. Ripple has to fund operations. So again, I think you have the yin and the yang here. Both people are saying things that are true, and the picture is usually a little bit more complicated than people want to say. Grayscale adding XRP to its large cap fund. XRP is part of the portfolio here with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Cardano. I don't understand what the weight was here. As soon as XRP, or really Ripple, won that court case, it should have been thrown in there. I mean, even during that court case, XRP was perpetually worth more than Solana and Cardano. Should have been in there. Finally, it has been added, and it has a number 3 market cap ranking, as it should. It's a large cap crypto. It's in this fund. And I think funds like this, when they do get approved for ETFs, are going to be really popular. A lot of investors, they're not going to want to play around. They're just going to want exposure to the broader crypto space. They'll buy a fund like this. It'll give them some Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano. Yay for that. They'll love it. And these kind of products are really going to get a lot of money coming into this space. That really is the future. Lastly, we see SEC drops the Kraken suit. If you didn't know, I'm an affiliate of theirs. I use them for a corporate account. I really enjoy their exchange. If you're looking for a new exchange, check it out. No SEC court cases going on. Great exchange. I think you'll like them. There's a link down below. Check them out. If you were looking at this space just a few months back with all of these court cases, all of this risk, ongoing SEC appeal versus Ripple, this is all going away. and it makes altcoins specifically, cryptocurrency as a whole, vastly more valuable than we were before. It's just, when is this market going to recognize that? Prices will respond. You got to love this price right now. We've had a lot of time to buy, but get in your final orders, because I feel we're going to turn the corner here at some point in time. A lot of turmoil out there in the world, but there always will be. We're going to go on a big run. It's just a matter of time, in my opinion, and I'm taking advantage of this moment. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.